But Misano is no ordinary battlefield. This is Rossy's land, Rossy's kingdom, Rossy's legacy. The fans? Fierce, loud, relentless, never welcoming, never forgiving, always hostile. Every corner here has a memory. Every grandstand has a voice. Every lap carries the echo of the doctor. Never silence, never peace, always noise. The Rossy fans will try to break him. They will jeer, scream, and spit venom. Never applaud, never respect, only resistance. But home is not always comfortable or safe. Home can be pressure. Pressure to deliver, defend, or stand tall when the crowd demands blood. Never light, never easy, always heavy. And about Catalunya, Pernot laughs off suggestions that Marc went easy on Alex. He always wants to win, period. When he puts the helmet on, he has no brother. Not family, not favors, just rivals. Marc Marquez doesn't care about labels, doesn't care about narratives, doesn't care about the shadow of Valentino Rossi. Not the history, not the ghosts, not the noise. The Ducati rider enters San Marino with one thing in sight, the world title. Misano, Rossi's backyard, becomes the stage for what could be the most symbolic match point of his career. Never coincidence, never irony, always destiny. Had he won in Catalunya, the title could have already been locked, but finishing second behind his brother Alex meant the celebrations had to wait. Not yet, not there, not now. Now Misano carries the weight, the sprint, the main race, the chance to stretch his lead into untouchable territory. If he sweeps, Japan could witness title number 9. Only focus, only fire, only glory. But Misano is no ordinary battlefield. This is Rossy's land, Rossy's kingdom, Rossy's legacy. The fans? Fierce, loud, relentless, never welcoming, never forgiving, always hostile. Still, motoGP analyst Carlo Pernot insists it won't break Marc, it won't bend him, it won't slow him down. Marc Marquez does not care about this nonsense, Pernot said. No distractions, no doubts, nothing but intent. And about Catalunya, Pernot laughs off suggestions that Marc went easy on Alex. He always wants to win, period. When he puts the helmet on, he has no brother. Not family, not favors, just rivals. Victory at Misano would mean more than points, more than standings, more than titles. It would mean conquering Rossy's cathedral, silencing his fans, and writing his chapter. This is not Rossy's home. This is Marc's arena. This is war. But elsewhere, the weekend brings chaos for another rider, Franco Morbidelli. The eldest VR46 Academy graduate faces disaster after Catalunya. No points, no results, no relief. Never fortune, never redemption, always failure. In the sprint, he slipped from P4 to P16 almost instantly. In the Grand Prix, he clipped Jorge Martin, sending both crashing out. The verdict? A long lap penalty for San Marino. Not excuses, not forgiveness, only punishment. Misano looms. For Marquez, it's a chance to stamp his dominance. For Morbidelli, it's survival. For the fans, it's war. Nothing but chaos, nothing but passion, nothing but fire. Misano is not just a circuit, it's a temple, a shrine, a battlefield carved in yellow smoke and Rossi chants. Always partisan, always electric, always alive. Every corner here has a memory. Every grandstand has a voice. Every lap carries the echo of the doctor. Never silence, never peace, always noise. Marquez knows it. He hears it. He feels it. But he doesn't bow to it. He doesn't flinch. He doesn't yield. Not scared, not shaken, only unbroken. When the visor goes down, the boos turn to static, the flags fade into the background, and the rivalry becomes fuel. This is the focus. This is fire. This is Marquez. The Rossy fans will try to break him. They will jeer, scream, and spit venom. Never applaud, never respect, only resistance. But Marquez has been here before. Silverstone, Mugello, Le Mans, hostile crowds, angry fans, poisonous noise. Not new, not strange, always familiar. He knows what they want, to see him fall, fail, and bow to the doctor's legacy. Not today, not this time, not this rider. Because Misano isn't just Rossi's land anymore. It's a new frontier, a new chapter, a place where the old guard meets the new emperor. Never the past, always the present, always the fight. Marquez doesn't seek forgiveness here. He doesn't ask for acceptance. He comes for one thing only: victory. No mercy, no compromise, only the win. And if he does win and stands on Rossi's soil with the world watching, it will echo louder than any cheer, louder than any boo, louder than any legacy. Not forgotten, not denied, nothing but immortal. The psychological war, Bagnaia versus Marquez at Misano. For Francesco Bagnaia, Misano is more than a home race. It's a proving ground, a sanctuary turned battlefield, the track of his people, the land of his fans, the soil of his nation. Not neutral, not distant, always personal. But home is not always comfortable or safe. Home can be pressure. Pressure to deliver, defend, or stand tall when the crowd demands blood. Never light, never easy, always heavy. Bagnaia knows Misano belongs to Rossi's legacy, but now it belongs to him too. He carries the tricolor on his shoulders, the Ducati red in his veins, the Italian anthem in his heart. Not whispers, no doubt, only expectation. And who stands in his way? Marc Marquez, the invader, the disruptor, the outsider who walks into Italian territory with no fear, no hesitation, no respect for boundaries. Never guess, never a visitor, always a conqueror. For Bagnaia, beating Marquez here would mean more than points, pride, and trophies. It would mean protecting Misano, protecting Ducati, and protecting Italy. Not optional, not negotiable, essential. But Marquez thrives on this kind of war. He feeds on pressure. He drinks chaos. He turns hostility into horsepower. Never cracked, never crushed, always unbreakable. So the battle becomes psychological, a fight of minds, not just machines. Who bends? Who breaks? Who blinks first when the pressure dials up to unbearable levels? Not physical, not mechanical, purely mental. Bagnaia must silence the doubts, silence the ghosts, silence the weight of Rossi's shadows still lingering over every Misano curve. Not yesterday, not legends, only today. Marquez must silence the crowd, silence the jeers, silence the chants that scream his name like an insult, not a cheer. Never approval, never validation, only victory. This is no ordinary Grand Prix. This is Rossi's house, Ducati's temple, Italy's pride, and yet it may be remembered as Marquez's coronation. Not Rossi's story, not Bagnaia's story, this is Marc's story.